Hello, how are you? Why am I standing on this chair? In danger of, good Lord, breaking an ankle? Well, first I wanted to show you my Lululemons. Can you see them? I promise, they're Lululemons. Camouflage print with somewhat matched, but not really, J. Crew Love sweatshirt. Okay. Well, isn't this serendipitous? Like yesterday. Hold on. I do have show and tell. Ring light is on. I'm getting ready to turn it off. Glasses off. Ring light on. Ring light off. Hi, Barbie. How you doing? Okay, there's a reason I turned the ring light off. And here I am appearing to you today, La Naturelle. This is what I have on. Becca First Light Primer. That's it. And I brought a white towel in to prove it. Well, there's a little tiny bit of my lipstick that, sorry, it's red and it's very hard to get it off. So why am I appearing to you like this? Well, there's a few reasons. The first being this. Oh, thank you, Barbie. I'm trying to prove a point here. And I would love to see some of the other ladies follow suit and do the same thing. And, I'm not doing this. I'm not appearing up here in my, what I'm telling you is my typical uniform, either sweatpants or Lululemons, not to be confused with Lulumelons. But somebody said something to me in a chat. Oh, it's probably been a month or so back. Oh, and it pissed me off so bad, and it stuck in my craw, and I've been thinking about it, and I thought, well, you know what? The best way to shut these assholes down is to do what they think you will not do. So what that person said to me was, oh, Crimes in Fashion, one time, cam up one time without your makeup and your clothes that make you. I'm sure you can understand why that pissed me off so bad. Because what makes me is absolutely not my clothes or my makeup. Now, that might be what makes a lot of these people, but guess what? What makes me is what's up here first and foremost, and then what's here. So, suck it, hater bitches, suck it. This is why I don't give a shit about what you say about me, because I know who I am and I know who I'm not. So, Mal, since you want to talk about people's Lululemons, I thought I'd bring it up. I'm wearing a pair right now, but I thought I'd bring another pair in that I like wearing for show and tell. Because, and please, everybody, don't misunderstand me. I am not taking up for Molly Golightly. I think she's a wretched bitch, okay? I think PayPal Mal also is a wretched bitch. But I like to say it's all relative. So when you want to sling your insults around and be hateful and shitty to another woman, and listen, I'm not saying that she probably didn't deserve every bit of it. I don't know the life story of these assholes because I don't care. But there is always going to be somebody who's prettier than you, smarter than you, richer than you, better than you in their mind. So, see, here's the see, there's the little Lululemon thing. I'm not, well, it's hard to see, but you'll have to take my word for it. Could you wear these, Mal? How about here? I'll hold them this way for a better. How about that? Look at that. I can fit them almost all in the screen. So there you have it. It's too bad that all the women on here, because let's face it, this is mostly women. And it's just a shame that, and listen, I've been guilty of it too. I will make cracks on people about their looks, but like I told you the other day, I have throughout my life met people that, you know, probably nobody would consider visually pleasing, but when you get to know them, that changes, and vice versa as well. So heavy is the head that wears the crown, and never let it be said that well, I would hope by now, at the very least, what you would know about me is that I can definitely be self-deprecating. Hell, I am all the time. I try not to take myself too terribly seriously. And let's face it, there's not much that goes on here that is serious. You've got a bunch of broke ass, unemployed, disability living, mean, ugly mofos who have way too much time on their hands, who spend their entire lives online. And I'm sorry, but I'm here to tell you, if you are spending 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 hours doing live streams, first of all, none of you are that interesting or that smart. And there's a reason that the people who are serious, who are professionals, who have real serious content and channels, well, they don't sit up here 8 hours a day just talking shit about everybody else. And I get it. Listen, I play my part in all this. I have always acknowledged that. I always will acknowledge that. I mean, I'd be a fool not to. How could I? God damn it, I have this rogue. You guys, I will never get used to. Okay, there we go. So there you go. Make a meme. You know, tell me, listen, I've always said smoke and mirrors. Yes, ma'am. I don't really think I'm a makeup magician because I'm not that good at it. I can do the basics. Trust me when I tell you, there are women who absolutely transform into someone else, where if you did a side by side, you wouldn't know who the hell it is. I do not consider myself to be one of them, and I don't care if you are. So let's just see. I'm going to issue the challenge. To all of you that claim to be such boss bitches and you know, you got it all together. Do what I'm doing. Come and show us who you are when you peel back the layers. I wonder how many will. Probably none to very few. But I sincerely hope. And listen, this isn't the first time I've done this. I did this, probably a year ago. I came on. with, oh, I didn't, and I'm wearing my funky, dirty UGG dog walking shoes. Do y'all know how many times I have almost broken a damn ankle in these? I told Savage the other day, hey, crazy nurse, how are you? I told Savage the other day, when she told her story about running to the bathroom and she almost, bit the dust. Girl, I think the comment I left said, I can run a touchdown in 6-inch heels and kick the extra point and not weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. But this, because what happens is I'll be walking and I don't know, all of a sudden it'll just go like that and I'm a mess. So, crazy nurse, we're not talking about anything. Well, actually, it is kind of important. And whoever you were that made that dumbass comment to me, suck it, bitch. Sans makeup and, okay, well, my yoga pants are designer and they fit quite nicely. You ever notice that, boy, why is it that there's a lot of women running around in yoga pants that I can assure you have never done a second of yoga or any other exercise. My husband always says, why is it that the bitches who should never wear those things live in them? I'm like, because that's the way of the world. Oh, crazy nurse, thank you. That is so sweet. So yeah, that was it. I just came in to give that hater her wish. If you're out there, because see, to me, you were not even worthy of remembering your screen name. Sorry. It wasn't Duke Pharaoh's chat. And listen, I get why she probably thought, well, no, I don't. Because, oh God, it pissed me off. And I've been meaning to come in here and do this. It's just that every time it occurred to me, listen, I'm not one of those people. I've said this before. There are lots of people that go live every day and they just push the button and go, and they're great at it. This is my security blanket. In this case, I mean, this was nothing. Well, obviously I don't need to make notes to talk to myself, but well, no, actually sometimes I do. But I wanted to think about it. And every time it occurred to me, well, I was usually getting ready to go to bed or, whatever the case may be. So this morning, I was actually planning on going somewhere, and that is getting moved to later on in the day. So I thought, well, you know what? I think I'm going to go in there and shut that hater bitch down. Oh, but yes, I did do this once before. And I was in my pajamas. These aren't my pajamas. I had a different pair of sweats on. But this is what I knock around my house in. I mean, believe it or not, much as I'd love to, I do not walk around 24/7 wearing 6-inch heels and a bandage skirt, a Tom Ford bandage skirt. No. So there you have it. Here is Lisa Crimes and Fashion in all my wrinkled, drooped. Well, actually, I'm not wrinkled thanks to Botox. But that's it. I've had one other little procedure, but I'm sure y'all know which one that is. I mean, it's below the chin. Let's just say that. I've never had facial work. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I'm not like, that's down the line. I try and use all the, the non-invasive or the minimally invasive things before going there. But yeah, so unknown hater bitch. I don't know how old you are, but when you're 53 years old and you'll come on a platform like this in your sweats with no makeup on, except like I said, I had to confess, this is my moisturizer. So sorry, Becca First Light Primer, love it. That's what gives me this lovely dewy glow. That and the fact that I take care of my skin. But yeah, so unknown hater bitch, why don't you cam up? But see, here's the difference between me and you, probably, because I don't know you, so I'm not going to say that. Well, actually, I do kind of know you. Your comment tells me you're an idiot. Because, or I'm willing to extend this courtesy to you that you don't deserve, but I will. It could just be that you've never actually listened to anything I've had to say, which I'm not telling you need to. But before you're going to make a big old wrong, sweeping, false judgment like that, you maybe should listen to me just for a few minutes, for as long as you can stand. I promise you this, it won't take long for you to figure out that this does not make me. This makes me. So I don't have to know you to know that the fact that you could have even made that stupid ass statement, it can only mean one of two things. You're either a damn idiot or you've never listened to anything I've had to say. You just looked at me and were jelly. So you had a brilliant, that was her brilliant thought in the chat. One-time crimes in fashion. Cam up just one time without makeup and your clothes that make you. Bitch, I could wear a burlap sack and run rings around you. And I don't have to look at you. I don't have to see you. I don't have to talk to you to know that. All I need to know about you is the one real stupid thing you said. Where's my movie? No, not my movie husband. I think he's busy making a movie. My YouTube husband, where's Mike Stevens? Mike, are we going to get divorced? Mike, I don't usually let you see me in the morning without my makeup. So I'm, just let me know if my lawyer needs to call your lawyer and, we'll try and do it amicably if we can. There's no sense in us both paying crazy attorney's fees. Oh, but you've got Betty as your lawyer. Okay. So that's all I got. I'm not going to sit up here and drone on and opine because I got shit to do. I got a real life. I got the family coming over for dinner tonight. So Molly's moose knuckle. Oh my God. Y'all, on that note, I literally cannot believe some of the shit that I hear. Man, y'all are some of the meanest mofos. And listen, I can get down and dirty and mean too. But for me, it's got to have a comedy element to it. It's got to be something that I can at least couch in humor. I mean, you're just never going to get me coming up here, foaming at the mouth, debasing myself, screaming, yelling, carrying on, acting like a lunatic. I mean, I don't do that. Hey, Beverly, how are you? Oh, crazy nurse. I have seen those clogs. Oh, God. I should know never to say never. All right. Because back when I used to cook a lot, like when my son's school would have, bake sale, everybody would take a turn, and all the money went to the school, obviously. And like they would do it, I think, every other week. And each bake sale, the proceeds would go to like a specific thing they were trying to get. And my son went to a private school, so you were still able to bake things and bring them in. It didn't have to be store-bought. And almost everybody exclusively ran to Publix, which, hey, nothing wrong with that. But I like to bake. I don't do it nearly as much as I used to. But back then, oh my God, hello. I'm sure my makeup and my clothes and my dazzling office and all this stuff probably makes this hard to believe. But boy, I would make homemade cake pops. I mean, cookies, cupcakes from scratch. I'm not talking like no Duncan Hines box mix. No, this bitch knows how to make. I can make icing. I'm not good at decorating, but I can make a royal icing, a cream cheese frosting. I know my way around the kitchen. And when I was baking a lot, I've got, what the hell are those floors called? It's stone. It'll come to me. Doesn't matter. Stone. Big floor tiles. Nothing. I have back problems, neck problems. Oh my God. Those kind of floors, brutal. So when I was baking a lot, I thought, oh my God, I have got to get some kind of a shoe that helps. I mean, I had those mats, the big, like memory foam mats in the kitchen, but I thought, oh, for God's sake, am I going to have to break down and buy a damn pair of Crocs? Said Crocs may or may not have Swarovski crystals all over them. But I did. I broke down. I'm like, damn it. Okay, I'm going to buy a pair of these to save my back. What I am never going to do is wear them outside of my house in public, because I've always been of the opinion that Crocs look cute on two people, Minnie Mouse and little tiny kids. So I got them, and they helped a lot. And, like with most things where you never say never, I'm pretty sure I was in the kitchen, I had them on, and I needed to run the store. And I forgot I had them on. And I got in the parking lot, and I was like, damn it all to hell. I cannot believe I'm appearing in public wearing Crocs. What if I see some of my adoring fans here? I'm going to have to duck. Yeah, and then, it's a slippery slope. What can I tell you? Then I started actually, well, don't get it twisted. I don't wear them anywhere important. Like, I wouldn't go to the damn mall wearing them. I'm rolling up to Neiman Marcus in a pair of Crocs. I almost said cracks. But I do know what those nursing clogs look like. Oh, God. Why is it that the things that help are so damn ugly? Like, I don't understand this. Designers, can't you do something about this? I mean, kind of like words that are disgusting. Words that describe gross or disgusting things, the words themselves sound disgusting. Like, we're not going here. Talk about a slippery slope. Ooh, we are on one. Hey, Zan 11, how you doing? What the hell you were a blackjack dealer? Molly's Moose Knuckle? Wow, that's cool. Boy, you must have some stories. Were you in a big casino, like a Vegas casino? A Z-Coil. Are those things that have like springs on the sole? I don't know. I've seen some ugly ass, like, sorry, Kanye, please don't sue me. Yeezys. Oh my God. Well, they got a little better. But the one that he made that was very similar to what I called a Balenciaga orthopedic shoe. I mean, I do not give a damn who made that shoe. I don't care what it cost. This girl, she ain't wearing orthopedic shoes. I'm not wearing orthopedic shoes when I'm 90. I promise you that. Okay. It ain't happening. Nope. I'm going to be that little old lady that kind of like heels in the air. I'm going to have the walker in the conga line, and I will be wearing my Louboutins. My mother will tell you that I came out of the womb wearing heels and probably dipped in glitter and feathers. Oh, is that part of the Wynn chain, Molly's? Oh, Oklahoma. Okay. So is it a one of the Indian tribes properties? Oh, so anyway. Crazy Nurse, are wooden shoes hard to walk in? My God, they look brutal. They look like torture devices. Yeah, the only way you're going to see me wearing wooden shoes is if I'm standing in front of a windmill. Oh, I finished Inventing Anna last night. I loved it. I think Shonda Rhimes took a lot of liberties, but at the beginning of every episode, it says, all of this happened and is a true story. And then it says, none of this happened. Or wait, how did she put it? All of this is a true story and really happened. And then right next to it, it would say, except for the parts that didn't. They're not hard to walk in, Crazy Nurse, because they look like they would be. Do they come in pink? I guess I could spray paint some. Hey, listen, I'm not a DIY girl, but I will DIY. Listen, Betty, girl, stop DIYing your hair. The only things you should be DIYing is Farrah Fawcett's plumbing and like if you've got to spray paint a pair of wooden clogs and then, use a bedazzler to put Swarovski crystals on them. That's the kind of shit you DIY. Oh, Molly's Moose Knuckle. It's streaming on 2 channels, but the chats do not merge. So if you see me talking to someone that you don't see in your chat, jump over in the other channel and you'll be able to see them. I don't know why that is. And I can't tell you how many streams it took for me to figure that out. So, all right, y'all. You guys doing anything fun and exciting on Sunday? I'm not. Just dinner with the family later on. So, all right, y'all. I just came in here to show you myself naked. Well, from the shoulders up. This is a family platform after all. Oh my God, y'all, can you imagine? Hopefully there's no kids rolling around in this dump, this swamp. Ooh, that'd be good. I'm not going to sit up here and wax poetic and wish for things that will never happen, because anytime that you put a bunch of, especially women, together in a place where money and ego are in constant competition, that just breeds the kind of contempt and nastiness that thrives so very well on here. And, I'm like, listen, There are plenty of people on here I cannot stand. If I never heard or saw them again, I'd be cool with that. And I'm sure they feel the same about me. And I'm good with that. But this whole thing of this, like, this place is operates under the politics of personal destruction, I guess. It's like when somebody gets pissed at you, it is absolutely out of the question, apparently, to just, number one, ignore them. Oh, hell no, we can't do that. And, you know, we all do this. We all talk shit about each other. But at the end of the day, when I walk out this door, I'm not thinking about these people. I don't care about them. I would not cross my street to impact their real life in any way. I would never do that. And I don't get. I mean, I do get it. It's not very bright people that do things like that. For whatever reason, whether they're not confident in their own ability to get over, whether that gives them a charge, some kind of weird power. There's lots of reasons people do it, I'm sure. I just don't do it. And I think it's unfortunate that that's the go-to. Like it. And if you're that invested in all of this, I get it. I mean, the pull of this place, we all succumb to it in some fashion. But the difference when you cross the line and you lose all perspective on what is, oh, crazy nurse, I did hear that. And here's what I'm going to say about Molly's mom. I don't know anything about her mom. I don't know anything about Molly. I wish her well. I have been through losing someone very close to me. A 30-year friendship. That, you know, that doesn't happen very often. So I don't wish, and it was horrible. It was, she did not go gently into the good night. So I would encourage everyone, I don't care what you think of her. I don't care what she's doing. No one should be speaking about her mother. And I wish her well. And my thoughts are with her mother. And I don't have to know her to say that. And, you know, there should be things for everyone that are no-fly zones. I don't know why people cannot just leave certain things alone. People's children and their family should be left alone. So I did hear all of that, and that's on her. You know, it's her mom. She can say whatever she wants. You know, none of us have any control over it. That's on her, and that's for her conscience. Yeah, crazy nurse, absolutely. Pray for her mother. And, you know, whatever she said, she's done, you like her, you hate her, whatever the case may be. You know, she's a human being at the end of the day. And, you know, I have thoughts on her and why she does things that she does, but I'm not a doctor. But, you know, there's, you know, all I'm going to say is there are components, like all the rest of us, to her personality that compel her to say and do things that she says and does. But, you know, just the little bit that I heard, I have experience with it, and I can tell you that it more than likely will not be long. So, and whatever she has commented on, listen, all this shit always goes back to the subs. Mike Stevens, you're blocked on the other channel. Why? Shit. All right, Mike, I'm gonna does that mean we're not getting divorced? Mike, I was telling everybody that, you know, I don't ever let you see me in the morning before I get my makeup on. So now that you've seen me, la naturelle, are we still going to be married? Okay, Mike, which channel are you on now? So I know which one to. Oh, thanks, Mike. Call your jailhouse lawyer, Bullhorn Betty, off. Tell that bitch to stand down. You and I will hammer out a marital settlement agreement on our own if we have to. And you know, if she did it, you'd be screwed, Mike. You'd be paying me in perpetuity. Okay, you're blocked on Crimes and Passion. All right, I will take care of it. I can't do it now because I don't know how to do it. But I'm gonna do it. I see, look, and I swear I'm not just sitting up here, you know, making stick figure drawings like a lot of these ass clowns are, you know, they're doing. Hell, why am I one of the only people who need notes? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I might need to start taking that. What the hell is that stuff called? That bullshit. They're always, well, Super Beats. I probably need Super Beats, and I don't mean the headphones. Oh, my husband gets so pissed at those. Oh God, what are they called? Nature something. And they're like vegetable pills. And it's just powder in a capsule. And oh my God. Oh, you're blocked on the other one? Okay. He goes on and on about, why the hell would you buy that shit? Why don't you just eat a damn? And of course, then I try and start taking up for, what are those things called? Oh, balance of nature. If you've ever watched Fox News, you know, because they run the commercial. That's how you know you're getting old. Because if you watch Fox News, and I don't watch much news anymore, but that is what I watch. I mean, I would jump back and forth between Fox and CNN just to get the other side, you know. And I knew a correspondent on Fox, so that's another reason I would watch. But all you see on there, how does my husband put it? All you see are boner pills, insulin shots, vegetable pills. Oh, and I think there's the occasional, like, Depends commercial. He's not wrong. Oh, Mike, let's not go overboard. I think I'm better with makeup, okay? You'll have to go back and rewind. Well, no, you won't. I'll tell you why I did it. After I write blocked on. A few weeks ago when I was in a chat, some bitch put in the chat, she said, Crimes and Fashion, just once. Cam up, no makeup, and without your clothes that make you. Suck it, bitch. Kind of like I told you then. So I just thought this morning, you know what? I'm going to do just that. I have done it before. Hey, Earth, how you doing? I loved your video the other day. Earth, who is that sweet kid that comes in your chat? I think his screen name is Happiest Guy in the World. Is that his name? Hi, Guiding Light. How are you? Guiding Light. My God, I used to love that soap opera. Was that on at the same time as General Hospital? Were they on competing networks? Was Guiding Light on the same network? I used to watch All My Children, One Life to Live, General Hospital. Paging Dr. Noah Drake. Paging Dr. Noah Drake. Does anyone in the chat know who played Dr. Noah Drake? He was an 80s heartthrob. My God, he was my soap opera husband. Well, hell, I wasn't even old enough to date back then. Like, what the hell was my mom doing letting me watch that shit? Although back then, my God, that was absolutely tame compared to now. Does no one know who Dr. Noah Drake, who played Dr. Noah Drake? '80s rock star. Yes, half pipe, Rick Springfield. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, do you know he still looks great? He was, yep, I was pretty sure back in my middle school years that I was going to be Mrs. Rick Springfield. Dr. and Mrs. Noah Drake. Oh, he really, my God, what a gem. We are talking about, does he has a channel, right, Earth? His name is Happiest, I believe his channel name, I would drop the link, you guys, but I don't know how to do it. And there's no there's no mods in here. Hell yes, Mike Stevens. He played Dr. Noah Drake on General Hospital for a couple seasons. Very smart move on his part. Anyway, I think his name is Happiest Guy on Earth. And oh my gosh, what a sweet soul. I would highly recommend checking him out. Just a rarity, especially in this dump. Okay, so if you go to Earth's channel, she's got, I'm sure she knows how to drop links. I do not. But I can type it in the chat or somebody else. Y'all, this keyboard does not play well with my nails. So somebody else just put it in the chat. And if anybody knows how to drop it, go ahead. Earth, you can drop your link if you want to. I don't know if you can do that. Listen, anybody who comes in here that has a channel, drop their link as long as, you know, we're not going to drop Betty's link. Oh, well. Yeah, so when I saw I think my mother watched The Guiding Light. So I would see, you know, bits of it here and there. My God, you guys, in Florida today, holy crap. I opened the door this morning. I could not believe how cool it was. I don't know where this global warming is. Usually Florida's hot as the hinges of hell. You know, probably 350 days of the year. I cannot remember a time in recent history when we've had weather this cool this far into the year. Zen, it's snowing. Wow. Where are you? I wonder if the reason we're having this little cold snap right now, because I think it was probably in the high 50s this morning when I walked outside. Okay, Crazy North said it's 52, and we're both in Florida, so yeah. I wonder if it's coming. Oh, Molly's Moose Knuckle. I know that Texas has got some crazy ass weather. Do you live in a part? Oh, okay. You're in Dallas. Is it Al or AL? I had a girlfriend who lived in Dallas, and at least once a year I'd go visit her there. Holy shit. Hail, that's a big thing there. And when she moved out of one place into another, she absolutely had to have a place with a garage because the hail. And yeah, she told me that it was the craziest weather place she ever lived because you could go from like 75 one day to the next day, it's in the 20s. Oh, 27. Burr. Okay, north of Fort Worth. Is that, I don't know my Texas geography very well. Oh, hell, let's get real. I don't know my Florida geography very well. And I live here. Geography was never my strong suit. Hell, they're not going to teach that shit anymore in school. Thanks to Google Maps. Just like they don't teach cursive writing anymore. We don't wear, well, watches. Nobody wears a watch anymore unless it's a smartwatch. 27 in Jersey. Jersey. Mike, do you know Teresa Giudice? Are you guys neighbors? Did you know any of the housewives of New Jersey? Okay, so happiest guy, 3666. Happiest guy in the world is his channel. Oh, he's so sweet. This place could use a whole hell of a lot more of him. Zen, you wish you lived where? Florida? Everybody wishes they lived in Florida, except those of us that live in Florida. I was born here. I've lived here my whole life, never moved away. And when my husband retires, oh my God, I've told him, we are getting the hell out of here. At least 3 months of the year. We'll go to like North Carolina or something like that. Oh, Mike, I used to watch Mob Wives. Renee, she was the skinny bitch, right? The one with the husband who was still in prison. I think I liked her. Oh, she'd cut a bitch. Oh, remember Big Ange? She was so sweet. Big Ange was the nice one. I do remember Renee. No, Renee was not the skinny one. Sorry, Renee, if you're out there, please do not put a hit out on me. And then there was the one whose father was Sammy the Bull Gravano. So that was Karen. I know who Renee is now. Black hair, big girl. Yep, I remember. Oh, AL, North Carolina. Beautiful. I'd like to live there. You know, not permanently, but we're definitely getting out of this place. But you know what? I totally get it. People who deal with real winter, oh, Florida's got to be mighty attractive. Mike, are you close to? I have a brother who lives in Bronxville in New York. Do you know where that is? Hey, Savage, how you doing? Oh, girl, I ain't Barbie this morning. I'm Skipper. I am Skipper's I'm Skipper's housekeeper. I'll be swabbing the deck this morning, girl. You'll have to rewind to hear my oh hell, I'll just tell you, I love telling it unless you were listening. Whoever this poor bitch was that said this to me, right now she's got to be like, damn, I didn't know that girl was gonna take that shit so serious. Some dumb biatch in Duke Pharaoh's chat a few weeks ago, she sent me a comment and told me that Crimes in Fashion. Cam up one time. Just cam up one time with no makeup and your clothes that make you. That's the part that pissed me off. Bitch, you can call me ugly. You call me whatever you want, but you damn sure will never call me stupid. And God, it just pissed me off and stuck in my craw. And I was like, you know what? Suck it, bitch. I've told her that about 5 times now. Every time somebody comes in and is wondering, damn, who the hell's that girl up? Where's Lisa? I say, you'll have to rewind. And then I say, no, you won't. I'll tell you. Yeah. So I'm sorry I missed you guys on St. Patrick's Day, Savage. My husband and I were having a movie night. The hell did we watch? Oh, The Last of Us. We've been watching that on HBO. I really like that. If y'all haven't seen Inventing Anna, I just finished it last night. It's really good. And the girl that plays Anna is, for fans of Ozark, Ruth. Ruth plays Anna, and she does a great job. She's a really good actress. So yeah, I'm an actress. I'm here waiting on set for hair and makeup. Like, you bitches are fired. Where is the glam squad? That sounds like fun. I love the one from Friday night, Savage. Did you see what I said when you told your story about running to the bathroom? You want to see this? This is what I'm pretty sure it's coming at some point, because I've already like tripped on these things at least 10 times. And like a true idiot, I just keep wearing them. Like, I don't know, I guess I'm waiting for the big one. These beat dirty UGG slippers. So they'll go like this. I guess it's the tread. I don't know what it is, but they always make my ankle turn to the side. Well, they're a little too big. That's another reason. But when I heard you telling your story about running to the bathroom, I put in the chat that I can wear 6-inch heels. I can run a touchdown down a football field, kick the extra point, and I'll never wobble. But put me in a pair of damn flip-flops. Do you know, when I was younger, I wore heels so much, and every single day, and big ones, not little heels. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to go all the way. And because I wore them so much, now this is how it was explained to me. I don't know if this is true, but it made sense. I would actually have pain when I would wear flats, because somebody told me that from your foot being like this all the time, the tendon is stretched and used to being tight like that. And when you then go and put a flat on, it doesn't want to release, because it's so used to being in. Oh, God damn, girl. Ooh. Honestly, I think I'm older than you, but we're old as dirt. So we're getting to that age of slip and fall. Honestly, my mom has had more friends that just walking around the house. And of course, my mom's in her 70s. But let me tell you something. My mom is far more active than I am. And my mom still runs marathons. So my mom is, when I say 70s, don't be thinking old lady. And her friends are kind of the same way. And she's had more friends, and even her, just out walking and fall. And I mean, it's a big deal. It can get like really surgery and pins. Ugh. Oh, New Zealand and world mysteries. Don't worry about it. I wear enough heels for the whole world. Oh, Mike. See, Mike, this is why you're my YouTube husband, because you know how to appeal to my very shallow side. Life alert. Oh God. You know what's sad is it, well, at least in my case, it's probably not that far off. Oh, listen, we've all seen it with our, you see it first with your grandparents, then your parents, you get older, and things like that really do happen. Happened to my mother-in-law. She fell and broke a hip, and it was a big thing. I mean, it's taken almost 2 years for her to get back to where she was before she broke that hip. And she laid on the floor for a little while, and she'd have been there a lot longer had it not been for a security guy who went by and heard her screaming. Savage, I would suggest using another bathroom. Seriously, like, man, you sound like you do dumb shit where that's concerned, like I do. I have things like that. I have got, here's a good example. I love candy. Well, I love all sugar, but I really like those red and white Starlight mints since I'm a kid. I love those. So one day I'm driving down the road and I take it like this and I pull it out of the wrapper with my teeth. And everything was fine. And I'm driving down the road, and all of a sudden, it goes right down the back of my throat. And I mean, I'd only had it in my mouth for 30 seconds. It didn't happen when I took it out of the wrapper. Because I had it in my mouth for a minute. And I had it like under here. And I'm just sucking away on that candy. And the next thing you know, I feel it like right here. And it freaked me out so bad because I could not get it to come back up. I had water in the car. I was doing this, and I kid you not, it was to the point where as I'm driving, I am looking around to what is going to be the best place for me to run into and tell them I'm choking to death and need the Heimlich. Now, it never got to where I could not breathe, but I could feel that it was like doing one of these on my what felt, I don't know what comes first, your windpipe, whatever it was no bueno. And I truly was looking around to like, okay, am I going to go into the Subway or am I going to go in the fucking auto parts store? I mean, because I'm sitting at that's scary shit. My parents were out to dinner with friends, and but the men, I kid you not, it was the weirdest thing in the world. Just when I was getting ready to go pull in somewhere, just whoop, up it came. As fast as it happened, is it popped right back up. And I don't know how it happened. I don't know why it happened. But kind of like your bathroom, I would like to tell you that every time I eat one of those mints, 100% of the time, I break it in half immediately. I'd be lying. I probably do it 98% of the time, but there is that 2% where I don't. And it's very stupid. So consider using another bathroom at least 98% of the time. Oh, are you speaking of Tragedy Pimps Inc.? But my parents were out to dinner with friends, and it was a steak place. And my mom's friend is eating her steak, and everything's wonderful. And all of a sudden, she starts looking around at the table, and she's like turning colors, and they're like, "Are you choking?" And she did one of these, and there was a waiter standing right behind her. And man, that dude did not even hesitate. He picked her up under the arms and out it came. And she said that had he not done that, she would have died. Like it was steak. I mean, so Mike, you know that, oh God, I didn't think either option were good at the time. But I think there was a Walgreens too, and they're always, oh, hell no. They can't even get you through the damn checkout lane when there's two freaking people in the whole store in under 15 minutes. So, you know, the Walgreens was not going to be who I wanted to save my life. Oh, holy crap. Let me tell you something. I'll never forget that candy. I will never forget that happening. And I don't know how it happened. That's what's so weird. I wasn't doing anything to it. It just, and as fast as, and I did everything to try and get it to come back up. And as fast as it happened was as fast as it came back up the same way, apparently. So, oh goodness. Well, I planned on being in here 2 minutes just to say, hey, hater bitch, suck it. Pretty sure I've told her that about 10 times now. Oh, Savage, I was saying that I wonder, God, after listening to all this shit with Mallory and Molly, and then who was doxxed? Wasn't somebody doxxed yesterday? What was I listening to before I came in here? Oh, well, I'm sure it's not a new clip channel, but it's a clip channel that I've never social fade. I hadn't seen that until yesterday. Oh, Queen Bee, Laura Doxter. Is that what happened? She put a picture up. I don't I don't get that. Why do people do that? I mean, everybody's got their reasons for, if they want to stay anonymous, so be it. Like, I mean it. The lengths that these people go to. If somebody said to me, oh, hey, if you walk right across the street and go to the mailbox, because where I live, it's very rural and I have to go across the street to get my mail. It's not, because back in the day when they made the mail routes, I guess, because the homes were set so far back, and the post office is lazy. I don't know, but they only have mailboxes on one side of the street. So if somebody told me, walk across the street to your mailbox and we'll give you all the information on XYZ. We'll give you their kids' pictures. We'll give you their spouse. We'll tell you where they work. I'd be like, sorry, I got a bowl of cereal that's got my name on it. Like, I could not be bothered to do that. I don't get it. I don't get any of this shit. Oh God, crazy nurse. I mean, I certainly hope that will never be the case, but I won't be surprised if it is. Her comment says someone is going to die before this is over with if it does not stop. I don't understand. Listen, to me, once you get to be a certain age and you've lived enough life, and I'm sorry, all these people that we're talking about, they have. Oh, Earth, F them. I'll go look when I leave here. Yeah, man, there's some ruthless mofos on here. I just don't get it. But once you get to be a certain age and you're of a certain level of intelligence, which it doesn't have to be that much, how do you not have the power to step away, to shut the fuck up? Like, Why does that escape so many of these people? Like their mouth, I understand to an extent that your mouth can get going faster than your brain, which, is very understandable when you're in high school or early 20s even. But once you are like a whole grown ass adult, you've got your own children and family. That's the part that always has me wondering. That's the part I can never rationalize. Because I am telling you, if I behaved like so many of these people do on here, if I said and did the shit that these people do, my husband would stop the internet, take my phone if need be. I don't know. I would have my mother on the phone saying to me, "What in the fuck are you doing? You are embarrassing me. I don't want my friends to see this." And doesn't matter that I'm 53 years old. That's the kind of mother I have, and that's the kind of mother I am. Don't think for 1 minute that because my son is a grown-ass adult, that I don't tell him exactly what I think if he's not walking the line. And I will do that until the day I go in the damn ground. And that is what you're supposed to do. I mean, when you're a parent, that's your job for your whole life. Your fucking job doesn't end because they hit a chronological number. I mean, maybe as far as your financial responsibility, according to the law, but my God, what parent like stops all help when your kids are 18? No. I mean, if you're in the position to do it, you do it. And if you're a decent parent, my God, you're going to call your kid and say, "What the hell are you doing? Stop." I mean, it cannot just be me. It can't. I mean, we all would like to, I'm sure, say and do things that if for no other reason, we don't want our families and our kids to see it or to get blowback. And all these people who've got kids that are school age, you are a damn fool and a liar if you don't think that your kid and your kid's friends are watching all of your performances. They are. Kids are cruel. Middle school, high school, my God, those are some of the hardest years. Can you imagine having your mom or dad acting the damn fool on YouTube, saying outrageous shit, doing outrageous things, all in the name of what? Money? I mean, this whole like e-begging, telethon-ing, to me, this is a telethon. This is a nonstop, like Jerry Lewis Labor Day telethon. It's just a ongoing. It never stops. I mean, I grew up in a house where you did not talk about money. That was not, my God, if we ever went somewhere and we knew you don't ask somebody what something costs. You damn sure don't tell them what you have cost. No, like that was not how, and lots of people grew up like that, where you don't, like, there are things you do not talk about. And I literally would die. I would go hungry before I would come on this platform and have a telethon every day for whatever it was, my Amex bill. I'm in between EBT reloads, and I don't have any more Chef Boyardee. Whatever. I mean, there's everything from A to Z, from all the way up here to all the way down here of people wanting money for this, that, the other. I mean, I don't get it. But, and to me, this is not about people who are monetized and it's in the chat and somebody wants to give you money, a tip. I get it. I have no problem with that at all. What I have a problem with is all this, and it's all disingenuous. It's all, I would have more respect. Here's what I could get down with and what I could rock with. Hey, I don't want to work. And guess what? I don't have to work because people on here who have either more money than sense or no sense and can't afford it and have no money, but will still give it. They're willing to pay for me to sit on my fat ass 11, 12 hours a day and live stream to talk about nothing. And, you know, perform like a circus monkey. So, hey, I want you to give me money. Why should I work? There are stupid people on here who are willing to fund my existence so I don't have to work. So, bitch, I found a way to build a better mousetrap. So pay me. Now that I can rock with because it's, you know, it's at least honest. But, oh God, Mike, I have no idea why people give her money. Because she's a comedy genius, because she's a legend in her own mind. I can tell you why to a degree. Oh God, Savage, I saw that post you made yesterday about the tax refunds. Good God. And you know what's so sad? I promise you that probably at least 50% of people who regularly give money to the grifters do not have it to give. I guarantee you they're on fixed incomes. And listen, there's a lot of mofos on here who should have been cult leaders, okay? Because they could, or what did I used to tell Ernie Shell? Oh, that he should have been a damn televangelist, and he should have. You say what you want about Ernie Shell. He has got the gift of gab, and had he chosen differently, he could have been a Joel Osteen. And I absolutely firmly believe that. He has got the gift of gab, and you know, he's a smooth talker when he wants to be. Now listen, smart women see right through that shit. But he's, you know, like a lot of them. He likes the ladies and they like him. Oh, crazy nurse, absolutely. I guarantee you there's lots of people on Social Security, which interestingly enough, hey, Krabby, how you doing? Interestingly enough, a lot of the grifters are too. And oh, God, don't you think that fries my ass? It does. It really pisses me off to know that so many of these grifters, like all good cons, they know their way. They know the ins, the outs, the ups and downs. They know how to skirt the rules, flaunt the rules, fuck the rules. This is how they live their whole life. So of course they know how to do this. They know how to get disability that I'm paying for, that you're paying for. They know how to do all that shit. They know how to put channels in other people's names so it doesn't look like they're, you know, doing exactly what they're doing. They all know how to do this. Savage, I heard that this morning. Tell me, listen, when I say that they're grifting between EBT reloads, I don't know if they're on damn EBT, but my guess would be yes. Are you telling me that they are actually, that is so illegal? Holy shit. If you take your benefits your EBT, which, by the way, the government started doing that to crack down on. Do y'all remember back in the day when they had paper, like you'd see these, they look like, well, hell, I thought they were traveler's checks. My mom's like, no, those aren't traveler's checks, honey. But the reason they went to the cards was to try and tamp down on a lot of the rampant fraud. So, because what they, I'm sure they still do it. Let's say you get $500 a month in food stamp benefits. Well, here comes Pimp Daddy. Not you, Pimp Daddy, but just hypothetical Pimp Daddy. Here comes Pimp Daddy. Hey, girl, I'll give you $300 cash. Well, it's probably 200. I'll give you $200 cash. Oh, hell yeah, done deal. So that's why they went to those cards, to try and, cut down on some of the fraud. Did I hear correctly that PayPal Mal said she took EBT? That, someone please tell me if that is the case. Oh, Savage, my husband says the same thing. It's like, my husband works his balls off and has his entire life. My husband had a company when he was in high school. My husband has worked at the same job over 3 decades. He has called in sick one time in his entire. Listen, there's not many people that can say that they knew their boss when their boss was born. Because my husband works for a company who, it was a family business. His original boss passed away. The children now have it. So one time in his life, he called in sick. And that was when we had to put our dog down. Also, the only time in his life I've ever seen him cry. So, yeah, and we don't get a tax return. We have to pay. So, yeah, to see these dirtbags. Hey, Menace to Sobriety, how are you? Seeing all these people who are obvious scammers. My God, then you gotta love it when they're dumb enough to tell you that they're actually on disability. And hey, I've said this before. I'm not encouraging anyone to do it, but there are hotlines to report fraud, government waste, things like that. There's a lot of that going on. But these are the kind of people that always know. They know all the angles. Of course, none of them are like book smart. They're criminal smart. And something occurred to me the other day. Savage, see? My husband's the same way. And he just loves that I do this YouTube channel. So it's cut down on at least 50% of the shit that he has to hear about YouTube idiots. Oh my God. This morning, I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. I saw the meme that Queen Bee put up. Captain Save My Life. Oh my God. I had to take it in to show my husband. He's like, honey, what the hell is this? I said, we see those two faces. That was funny as shit. I'm sorry. It was hilarious. Hey, laugh with me, Laylee. Now, let me tell you something. That's where my husband draw the damn line. Of course, it would have to be a very large check to overdraw our checking account. Oh my God, can you imagine? When I heard Alex Murdaugh had written a bad check for $139,000, I thought, now is that the standard what is it, 30? I think it's $39. Is that the standard $39 overdraft fee? Y'all, what the hell was I saying before that? I can't remember what were we talking about? Something about the trash. Oh, yeah. Now tell me what you think about this. Let's think about the main players. Well, actually, let's just think about the ones that we know have criminal records, extensive criminal records. And Betty, bitch, I do not care. We're not going to, I understand you didn't have 42 convictions, but your name appears 42 times in the docket. Okay? So, or the county records, you had 42 interactions with law enforcement. We know JLR's done what, 13 years in federal prison? Do we think at all that the reason they have to do this, and let's get real here, they cannot get real jobs? They couldn't fucking work at Taco Bell. I mean, come on. Who the hell is going to see Betty's resume or JLR's? Oh, okay, let's see. Oh. There's like a 13-year gap here in your, what were you doing in these years where there? Oh, I was at Spofford Correctional. Oh, Betty? Oh my. Oh. What do we have? 22 lines? 22. Oh! Ma'am, we would like to thank you for coming in today, and we will keep your application on file. Not. I mean, oh God. This is what YouTube has given the world. It has given criminals a place to target and harass stupid people, to give them money and torment victims, victimize people who've already been victimized enough. And there are people, I mean, I'm sorry, I have got nothing for you, not an ounce of sympathy. If you are someone who knowing, at least those two of the tragedy pimps, knowing their resume, and you are still giving them money, oh, menace to sobriety. Listen, I don't have enough life left to live to point out and try and explain all of her. Yeah, she's a hot mess. And sure, Pooja, ask away. It really, like, it pisses me off and it confounds me that people like this, listen, and what they like to say is that you're jealous. You're jealous of fucking what? None of you bitches have anything I want. Nothing. So what are we jealous of? I mean, if I print Betty's criminal and civil docket, I could wallpaper my powder room bathroom with it. But I don't want to do that to my cats because they use, I call that my cat bathroom. Do you like cracking joints? What the hell is cracking joints? What is that? Something tells me, was that supposed to say jokes? Cracking jokes? I do like cracking jokes. But I don't. I mean, cracking fingers, cracking neck sound. I do it. I used to crack my fingers a lot. Oh God, I just did it. That was so weird. It was like, because look, I have my hands like this. It was like a weird involuntary thing. I don't mind the sound when it's me. I don't really want to hear somebody else's though. That kind of takes me aback. I don't know why. Yeah, no, nobody's jealous. Nobody's jelly. Yeah, it's just so weird. But I think, oh, laugh with me, Lily. It's because I'm streaming on 2 channels. I see the chat as one from both channels, but you're only going to see the one you're in. So pop into the other channel and then you'll be able to see the ones you can't see there. I don't think there's a way to get them to merge. Not cracking neck. Ooh, yeah, no. I have neck problems, so I don't. That's one thing I don't do. That. Oh yeah. Ooh, I don't want to hear that on me or anybody else. Are you a chiropractor? A masseuse? Well, it's been an hour and a half. I planned on being here for 5 minutes. And now I really do need to go and get some things done. Well, Savage, if you're still here, are you doing Messy Monday? I'm going to be there come hell or high water. Oh, Lord, I have tried everything for my neck. Heating pads, moist heat, traction, injections. I have degenerative disc disease and my neck is really bad. I should have surgery, but I won't. I'll put that off until I cannot stand it anymore. But yeah, I'm starting to really have issue with my sciatic nerve, and I know it's all stemming from my neck. I have no when they look at my neck on an X-ray, and this is over many years of X-rays, I have no natural curve left in my neck. My neck is ramrod straight instead of having that bend like it's supposed to have. Mine is totally straight, and I carry. This is all just one constant muscle spasm. It, like when I go to the doctor, they don't even have to, just when I'm wearing the gown, like they can look at it and see that it is in a constant spasm. Like it never, and nothing helps. No muscle relaxers help, no massage, nothing. I've tried TENS, all that shit. Nothing works. I'm going to try that. 10 times plus. Oh God, when I do that, if you could hear that, it's just like snap, crackle, pop. It's so nasty. Lily, are you on? It's either Crimes and Fashion or Fashionistas, Felons, and Fruit Loops. Oh, so you are a chiropractor. How did I know that? I am going to try that though. Pooja. Hell, I'll try anything at this point. I used to take anti-inflammatory every day, but I stopped because it wasn't doing anything. And I was more concerned with taking anti-inflammatories every day with what it would eventually do to my liver that I was just like, no, I'm done with that. I rarely take it. I don't take anything now. I just bite on a stick. So, yeah, I don't know if Savage, if you're still here, tell me if you're doing Messy Monday tomorrow. I told you about I set the alarm on my phone and I was out to dinner and it went off. My husband's, what the hell is a Savage Live? Oh, honey, don't ask. It's more YouTube talk. Truth hurts. Oh, Lord, am I going to have to go up in the chat now? Truth hurts. Let's see. Oh, the overdrawn account. I don't get it. And you know what's funny? So many of them are shitty asshole people. It's one thing. Listen, I totally understand why people give. When I say people, I mean, let's face it, it's mostly women. Ernie Shell, I get it. He can have a very nice way of speaking to you. That's his gift. There's no denying it. Doesn't matter whether you love him or you hate him. There is no denying that he is a schmoozer. He's got the gift of gab. Benny Keys has it too. I mean, and he's not stupid. He's a unicorn. There's not that many men. It's all women. And he knows how to appeal to the women. I get it. I understand why women give some of these people money. I understand it. But they are also offering something. Compliments, nice way of speaking. You get it. I don't need to draw you. I saw the best quote. It said, I can color the picture for you. I can't color your understanding. I was like, now, damn, that is somebody after my own heart. Oh, Lily, I hope you feel better soon. That's terrible. Trust me, I know it's you got it worse than I do, but chronic pain will definitely, man, it'll change your life, that's for sure. But I just fail to understand some of these people, like, what? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why. Some of these people have got people throwing money at them. They're not nice. They're not particularly attractive. They're not that smart. They're not engaging. Oh, yeah. And did I mention that lots of what they say is proven time and time and time again to be wrong? I mean, Betty's whole channel and her whole life is a straw man. That's all it is. I heard her say in relation to that Vanity Fair article, and I'm going to read it again. As a matter of fact, I think I have that mofo in here. I saved it because I have a Vanity Fair subscription because I like to pull, fashion stuff from there. It's out in my living room. I'm going to read that article again. And if I am wrong about what I'm about to say, I will come back and I will correct it. What I heard her say in Burnt Toast from last Monday, when speaking about the Vanity Fair article, this is what I heard her say. Paraphrased, and I only heard a little bit. In speaking about this Kathleen, whatever her name is, Hewlett, I'm going to go back and read it again. I read it once all the way through. Actually, I read it twice. But when I heard Betty say this, I was like, oh, hell no, bitch. I'm going to go back and read it again. If I'm wrong, you guys know that the next time I come live, I will absolutely retract it and apologize to her. But what I think I heard her say, and what I what I know I heard her say, and what I do not think was in the article, quite contrary to what she wants you to believe, I heard her say, when speaking of this Kathleen, she even wanted to criticize Red, White, and Bethune, the channel that found Gabby Petito's van. Bitch, I never saw any such thing in that article. I do not remember one mention of Red, White, and Bethune. That is a straw man, and that is Betty's whole channel. Her whole fucking life is a straw man. It's, oh, no, don't look at what I say and what I do. That's wrong most of the time, by the way. No, don't look at that. Listen to this and look at this thing over here that has absolutely not a damn thing to do with anything we're talking about. And she doesn't think you are smart enough to pick up on that. Bitch, I will run intellectual circles around you all day and night, as I've proved many times and will keep doing. But don't you worry, I'm going to go read that article again. And if I'm wrong, I will issue a retraction and I will apologize. However, if I'm right, I'm going to jam it up your ass again tomorrow. Because that's a straw man. That is absolutely the definition of a straw man. I mean, not the definition, an example. Sometimes a straw man argument, when you read the actual definition, it can be hard to conceptualize it. But that is a perfect example of a straw man. Laugh with me, Lily. You read it? And you saw no mention of Red, White, and Bethune? Because I certainly did not. And when I say straw man, don't just think Betty's hair. Think her whole shitty life and her shitty little channel. And I don't give a damn if she's got 28,000 and I have 400. I don't care. Because my sub count does not validate me or my life. This is just something I like to do. And I always say, if there is even one person who wants to listen to me, well, I am thrilled to death. So, laugh with me, Lily. That's what I thought. But just for my own, because this is how I roll. I'm not like these idiots. I don't take other people's. I want to verify for myself. Not that I don't believe you. I totally do. But, so stand by and be listening for me to jam it up for us again, because I will. And that right there is the kind of stuff that she needs to be called out on, and she needs to be called out on it by every person that knows it's bullshit. It's a false, fake narrative. She's a big fan of Donald Trump, so I'm sure that the fake news, fake narrative, false narrative, call it whatever the hell you want, it all means the same thing. Well, that would be the very example of such a thing, Betty, if in response to someone writing a very negative, scathing piece about you and your kind, what we lovingly call the tragedy pimps, makes absolutely no mention at all of that channel, but you sit in your shitty gamer chair. Betty, by the way, all that shit behind you, my God, could you just, do you ever clean your house? Do you ever dust? That's what I try and show people. Hell, I get anxiety if I don't have fresh flowers in the vase. Could you maybe take down, I don't know, all your middle school posters that you make with, what do? Stand in front of Publix with a cardboard a neon poster board sign that you've cut out magazine pictures, you drop glitter on it and hold your little collection plate out. Like, I know you can't sell Girl Scout cookies, but that she needs to be called out on shit like that. That's the kind of stuff, I would love. That is what she will never respond to. She will never respond to any factual criticism of her because she can't. She can't. That's why when Burnt Toast roasts her ass for filth and exposes her dirty deeds like a cease and desist from a federal court, that's why she sits in that shitty gamer chair and says, what was it she said about that? It was so absurd. Something about an indictment. Don't you know what an indictment? Bitch, that was not an indictment. No one said a word about an indictment. But her dumbass people just like, eat that shit up. Listen, if you're going to Betty, a former criminal who can't get a job, the bitch couldn't get a job if she tried. She couldn't get a job at Taco Bell. But she wants you idiots to believe that she's working with some high-level people. How'd she put it? Top-tier people. Bitch, you are meeting with no top-tier people. If you can't get a minimum wage job at a fast food restaurant, do we actually think that she's going to be working with politicians, legislators, and top-tier people to change the child welfare system? Bitch, you are so full of shit, and everybody should call you on it. You don't have to be, listen, I'm not a political rainmaker. I'm not a lobbyist. I'm just a housewife. But I know a load of bullshit when I hear it. And I know that someone who has 42 entries in the clerk of the court's docket in both the criminal and civil realm is no way, no how working with any people who can get things done. Ask Betty why, someone who's, her great love of children. Well, Betty, how come you're not a guardian ad litem? Why aren't you a foster parent? Why don't you adopt? Oh, that's right, because you're a fucking criminal. Yeah, and you couldn't. You're not qualified and couldn't pass the screening to foster a dog or a cat. So save it. And if I have to be the only one to throw this kind of stuff in her face, okay, I will. Everybody does it in their own way, but speaking facts like that to her and demanding answers. She ain't going to answer me. She don't give a shit about me, and I don't give a shit about her. I don't need an answer from her because if her lips are moving, she is lying. She is incapable of telling the truth. She is incapable of self-reflection. As her lengthy docket entries, we'll put it like that because she can't say a damn thing about that. As they show. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. And I don't give a shit what people do with their money. But, I don't suffer fools. I never have. And I have an incredibly low bullshit tolerance. And she is the very definition of bullshit. And when you are lying to people, in my opinion, to get into their pockets, I mean, it ultimately lays with them. But if you are procuring donations and not, oh yeah, hippie, the whole thing with, it's just so gross. It's so gross. It's what stupid people do. Listen, these people have stumbled upon a good thing here. And I understand they are very reluctant to let anyone mess with that. I get it. They can't get real jobs. This is their job. Grifting is their business, and business is good. Look at JLR. He cannot stay out of trouble. He can't. And mark my words, he will be back from where he came. Yes, he will. Just give it a little time. I mean, I think if what I've seen is correct, his probation/parole is going to end soon. He's that close. And he is dumb enough to go and get himself named in 2 police reports. And listen, it'd be one thing if real member of the media, real credentialed press was named in a police report, which was going to be used to get a restraining order. And the judge looked and said, you know, listen, this is a member of the media. They don't have a criminal history. We've never had this problem before. So you know what? I'm just going to admonish you. Don't harass Brooklyn White, Buster Murdaugh. What do you think is going to happen when his criminal ass stands in front of a judge? Do you think he's going to get the benefit of that doubt? Well, I certainly hope not. There's no reason he should. That to me doesn't make him a smart cookie. He's smarter. He is smarter than she is. I have no doubt of that. But Mike, there's nothing wrong with them having a job on YouTube. What is wrong is doxing people, harassing people, strong-arming people. Come on. And here's the beauty of being someone who's not monetized and doesn't ask for money. I'm not rolling a Venmo, a Cash App, a PayPal. I'm not doing that. So it's got, for me, I don't criticize them because of money. They act and conduct themselves exactly like what they are. That's all I'll say. All right, y'all. I'm going to run. I've got stuff I got to get done. I did not plan on being in here this long, and I drank this whole cup of water. Now I really have to go to the bathroom. All right, everybody. Me and my little duck. My little quack quack. Thank you so much, everybody who came in and hung out with me. Au naturel, naked. I would love to see more women follow suit. And I'll save my final words for you, hater bitch. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Have a good day, everybody. Bye, Hippie. Bye, Barbie.